Hey, what's going on, you guys? Ghost here, and today I'm going to be comparing the Black Ops 3 specialist characters to the Black Ops 4 ones, because 6 out of the 10 specialist characters from Black Ops 3 have returned into Black Ops 4. So we obviously have Battery, Ruin, Nomad, Prophet, Firebreak, and Seraph. Those all from Black Ops 3 have came back into Black Ops 4, but Outrider, Reaper, Specter, and Blackjack, they have not came back at all into BO4. You never know, maybe future with DLC, you never know, they might bring back Reaper, Specter, whoever it is that is not in Black Ops 4, that's in Black Ops 3. I wouldn't doubt it. I honestly would not doubt it. But as of right now, we have Battery, Ruin, Nomad, Prophet, Firebreak, and Seraph return from Black Ops 3 here into Black Ops 4. And with this video, I'm basically going to compare both specialists, like all these specialist characters, in terms of like their abilities, their weapons, and their looks, to see how they've changed from Black Ops 4 to Black Ops 3, because in Black Ops 4 they're much younger, and in Black Ops 3 being in the future, like they're obviously older and they're way different. They look different compared to Black Ops 4. So first off, let's compare Ruin here. Ruin in Black Ops 3 looks a lot older and experienced, and he has his cybernetics arms and legs he has, which in Black Ops 4 he doesn't. He's like more human looking. He looks a lot younger, and he looks like he's just getting into experience and stuff. And in Black Ops 3 he definitely looks like he's been through some stuff. And in Black Ops 3, for his weapon and ability, obviously you have his gravity spikes, which is pretty much an easy free kill if they don't kill you mid grab spike animation. And as you see here, he got, I think, a 5 on screen, which is absurd. So thank you to my friend Randall for letting me this clip here. He did an insane job at getting that. Like, that was absurd what he did right there. And these gravity spikes, man, like, they're so annoying. They really are. And for his ability, we also have Overdrive, which pretty much lets you run really fast for like I believe like 10 seconds or so. It's useful to get to one place to the other fast to like flank the enemy, but I say gravity spikes can be more useful. It just depends on the situation. But in Black Ops 3 we have the same weapon. It's called the Grab Slam. It's essentially the same exact thing. Like the gravity spikes, you just, you know, press 2 bumpers and get a no skill like triple or quad or a 5 on. Easy freebie right there, which definitely is pretty stupid. It really is, but that's how it is in Black Ops 4 as well. That's his special weapon. And as for his ability in Black Ops 4, it's actually a grapple gun. It's a grapple hook, which is pretty sick. It's actually like really cool. Like, that's what Ruin's all about. He's all about the agility, all about getting one place to the other fast from point A to point B. That's why in Black Ops 3 he has Overdrive. In Black Ops 4 he has his grapple hook to get like to one place very quickly, and it can help out a lot to flank the enemies and to catch them off guard. So Ruin is pretty similar in both CODs in terms of their like play style, and also in terms of looks, and overall I say he's a pretty good character. Next up we do have Battery here. So in Black Ops 3 she has obviously lots of futuristic stuff on her. She has her thruster, she has her cybernetic arms and stuff, and here in Black Ops 4 she looks obviously like honestly the same. She really does, with her hair and stuff. That's all different with her aesthetics, but she looks the same. She doesn't look that different. And here in Black Ops 3 obviously she has her kinetic armor ability, which gives you extra armor, extra health essentially for about like a good 5 or 10 seconds, and that can be sometimes very helpful. Sometimes it can be very stupid and annoying to go up against, but it just depends on what weapon you're going up against to make it like either a good ability or a bad one. So as for her weapon in Black Ops 3, it's obviously the War Machine here. This is not too bad as a weapon. You just have to use it right. Like, you have to get direct impacts with the War Machine to get insta kills, and that's how you're supposed to use it right in Black Ops 3. So as for Black Ops 4, she has the War Machine as well for her weapon. It's back. I say it's a bit like weaker. It doesn't feel the same as the Black Ops 3 version, so I say the Black Ops 3 one is definitely a lot better, but you still can get multi-kills. You still can get some pretty easy cheese annoying kills with the one in Black Ops 4. As for her ability, it's actually a cluster grenade. It's a Semtex cluster grenade, so it's like your normal Semtex, which sticks to any surface, but as it explodes, like mini grenades come off of it, and that can kill more enemies if they're around the radius. So that's pretty insane to deal with, and sometimes it can be a problem, but it's honestly not that powerful, but it can be in certain situations. So that is Battery as a whole. Overall, I say she's, I don't know, more fun fun to use in Black Ops 4, but in Black Ops 3, I guess she's a lot better because she has that armor. So let's go on to the next character. So next up we do have Prophet, which in Black Ops 3, he is definitely not even like really close to being a human. Like, he obviously is a human, but he's more like cybernetic, more robotic compared to Black Ops 4, where he straight up looks like a human. He's basically a human here. He's not even close to looking like how he does in Black Ops 3. Even sounding like too. They sound completely different. Like in Black Ops 3, he has like a robot like voice kind of. You can tell with his accent and his voice. But in Black Ops 4, his voice is like more actually human like, and you can't even tell he's like a robot. Here in Black Ops 3, obviously he has his Tempest, which this clip is again from Randall, so thank you so much for Randall with this clip, like just providing the example of how like very good the Tempest can work, chaining to enemies and such. So yeah, this Tempest in Black Ops 3 is pretty good for what it is. It definitely is one of the best specialist weapons in the game. It works well, and his ability in Black Ops 3 is obviously glitch. This can be used many ways. For one, it can be used to outsmart the enemies. Like if you get caught in a very shaky situation, you can just glitch out of there and glitch behind the enemy and kill them like that and surprise them. Or if you're about to say fall off the map by accident, then you can just pretty much glitch out of that and you glitch away to your previous position and you don't die, which is definitely pretty good. So for the most part, I use glitch to save myself a lot. That's why I love using glitch. It's pretty useful. So here in Black Ops 4, he does have a Tempest as well. It looks drastically different. It's so different looking, and it just works a bit different too. So when you shoot somebody with a Tempest, it puts them in this like final stand mode. It paralyzes them essentially, and they have to like move around to get away from the Tempest, because like if they get shot again, then they die completely. So they're just in this final stand state at first, but if you melee them, if you shoot them, they die instantly. And then when they're in that final stand state, they can also chain to other people that are next to them, and then you go immediately into that final stand state. So it's actually not too bad in Black Ops 4. It's pretty good. You just have to get used to the flow of how different it is. But for his ability, it's a Seeker Shock Mine. It's pretty self-explanatory. It seeks out enemies. Once it finds the enemy, it shocks them and it keeps them in place for a good like 6-8 seconds. They literally cannot move around. They can't even sprint. They can't look left to right, but I believe they can only shoot. It's completely unfair. It's one of the most broken things in the game, one of the most annoying, unfair abilities in Black Ops 4. They should definitely nerf it, change it up, and I'll be good with it, but still, it's going to be in the game no matter what. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say with Prophet. In Black Ops 4, he's definitely really annoying, hard to counter, but in Black Ops 3, at least you can counter him and he's not as annoying. So going to Black Ops 3 again, we do have Seraph. She has this cybernetic arm, and she looks pretty similar, like the exact same in Black Ops 4 as well, without the arm, obviously. That's just one major difference. So in terms of looks, she's the same, but in terms of her abilities, they're actually drastically different. So here in Black Ops 3, she has combat focus, which essentially doubles your score. Like for example, if you get a kill that's worth 100 score, then it doubles it to 200 with combat focus activated. Then if you capture a flag that's worth 200 score, then it doubles to 400, which is pretty good. It's a very high skill, high reward specialist ability. Sometimes you can use it at the wrong place and waste it. Other times it can be very useful, but I say it's not the greatest unless you're very good at the game and you get lucky. As for her weapon, they're the exact same in Black Ops 3 and in Black Ops 4. It's the Annihilator. It's the one-shot god pistol across the entire map. From any position, it's always going to be a one-shot kill. But in Black Ops 3, the only difference is the fact that you have to like cock back each shot with the Annihilator in Black Ops 3. But in Black Ops 4, you don't have to like turn like the knob back to shoot another shot. Like you can shoot it continuously, very fast in Black Ops 4, which is definitely pretty good, and it's a step up, and it's more powerful in Black Ops 4 because of that. And it's definitely so fun to use in Black Ops 4. As for her ability though, it's a completely different. It's a tac deploy spawn beacon, where when you put it down, you have a specific radius. It's usually a small radius where you have your teammates and you can spawn in that area for a specific amount of times and for a certain amount of time that it does last. And it can be useful. It can be useful. You can put it down at like a very good lane where like you're getting constant action, and you can have your teammates spawn off of it, control that lane, and take take it over, or you can repeatedly die over and over again, spawning off of it and screw over yourself or your teammates. So you just have to use it right. Sometimes it can be very useful and incredibly powerful, but other times it can be pretty bad. But overall, it's a pretty fun ability, and I love Seraph here in Black Ops 4 a lot more than in Black Ops 3. And I'm gonna be playing Seraph a lot in Black Ops 4, most definitely. So next up, we do have Nomad, which I'm surprised he came back into Black Ops 4, because Nomad in Black Ops 3 isn't very powerful, and he's not even very popular as what it began with. But in terms of looks, they look so different. Like, you can't even tell that's even Nomad, or is it just me? Or am I just blind? Because comparing both of them, like, I don't even see Nomad at all in Black Ops 4. Like, the Nomad I see is one in BO3, and I can't even tell that they're the same person if I look at their faces and stuff. They look completely different, in my opinion at least. And overall, guys, they're just completely different characters in terms of the way they play with their abilities and weapons as well. Here in Black Ops 3, you obviously have rejack, and once it's powered up and you go down, you go into this rejack state where you can choose to either come back up for a second chance, or you can just die and let it be like that. And it's gonna get you killed more often than not, guys. It's really not useful. Sometimes, once in a blue moon, it can be very useful, but it gets you killed. It lets the enemy get free 2 kills on you, which you don't want at all whatsoever. So, as for his weapon, though, it's the Hive, which you put down these hive pods. They're essentially like bugs inside this little pod, and once enemies go over it, so if you directly stick somebody with a hive pod, the bugs will like eat them alive, you know, chewing up their like legs and their arms and such. And it's something you can't get out of unless you have heat wave, or unless you magically are like Usain Bolt and you just run away from the hives that are eating you up. But it's so annoying to deal with. It's the most annoying specialist weapon in the game, aside from gravity spikes for sure. And as for Nomad's weapon in Black Ops 4, it's way different. It's an actual dog. It's a canine, which is so cool to have. And it's it reminds me of Riley from Call of Duty Ghosts, but I say it's like not as good as Riley. Sometimes it can be insanely powerful, especially using it against you, but overall it's not the greatest. It just depends on the RNG, I guess. And as for Nomad's ability in Black Ops 4, it's called a mesh mine. It's 2 little mesh mines that you can either put separately, or you can combine both of them to make a tripwire, which is kind of useful. It really is, and it's just an annoying thing to deal with. Overall, Nomad is just this annoying character. He's always been annoying in Black Ops 3, and here in Black Ops 4, he's annoying too. Last up, guys, we do have Firebreak here in Black Ops 4 and in Black Ops 3. They look very similar. They don't look that much different, honestly. As for their weapons and abilities, they're pretty similar, especially the weapon. It's obviously the same weapon. It is the Purifier. In Black Ops 3, the Purifier is far better. It's insane how it works, and it's something that you can get easy free feeds with, especially on Nuketown. It's just something that's very fun to run around with. No skill, you barely touch them with a flame and they die like 2 seconds later. As for the ability in Black Ops 3, it's Heat Wave. This one is so annoying to deal with because it's kind of like the Tempest Shock Mine in Black Ops 4, where like you stun the enemy and they can't move for a good like 4 seconds. That's how it is in this game. You just stun them and they cannot move. That's really annoying. It's essentially a free kill. It's really stupid. And in Black Ops 4, we do have his reactor core, which it kind of acts differently. It's kind of the same idea where like you stun them, they can still move, but you stun them and you damage them, but you can kill them with this reactor core if you radiate long enough. And you can also do this through walls too, which is pretty crazy, and I don't know why that can happen through walls. I don't know. The amount of possibilities with this and objective modes to like take over a hard point or to take over dumb flags is insane. Like you can be on the other side of the wall where the hard point is and kill the entire team like that if it radiates enough, which is pretty insane to think about. As for the weapon though, it's the Purifier. Obviously it's the same thing, but in Black Ops 4 it's a bit weaker because with Black Ops 3 you can barely like lit them up with the flame and they'll die instantly no matter what. But here in Black Ops 4, if they barely get touched by your flame, they still have time to survive because you have 150 health in this game. That's the only difference, but it's still the same thing. It has pretty nice range for the purifier, and it's definitely very fun to run around with, but it's definitely weaker compared to Black Ops 3. So guys, that is the entire video. I compared every single specialist character that has returned from BO3 to Black Ops 4, and I hope you found this video very useful, entertaining, because like it's kind of cool to see how they've changed over time and to see if like they're the same exact character and such. So hopefully y'all enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.